Hey, how's it going, everybody? Before we jump into the big reveal right over here, I would like to thank my first 25 subscribers for deciding to stick around and enjoying my content. It's really some motivation and helps me keep going, even though I'd probably keep going anyway. But if anyone else is enjoying this, please subscribe, leave a like on the video, comment, all that stuff really helps. And I'm sure a lot of you are wondering why someone might get into RC crawling and I guess more specifically filming along with it. And this might sound like a weird comparison, but I used to skateboard, and there's a lot of similarities as far as skateboarding and filming and RC crawling and filming. Is you're really looking for, like, as you're driving around, you'll look for a good spot. Along with spots, you're looking for a way to do a good line through that spot. And then along with filming, you're constantly thinking of like good film angles to get and stuff like that. So it's a real fun combo to get, the scenery and stuff like that with the crawling. Uh, so I guess real quick we'll go over some of my history with the crawlers, because I'm only about 2.5 months in now, and I've learned a lot in that time. It started with the Red Cat Gen 8 over on April 9 of this year. And when I received it, honestly, I didn't know a thing about RC crawlers other than I had heard that the Gen 8 was a good deal for the money. And once I received it in the mail, I finally had to actually bring it down to my local hobby shop and just say, I need a battery and charger for this. So my local hobby shop ended up hooking me up with these 3-cell LiPos. And what is that? I think that stands for 5,000 milliamps or whatever, and that's kind of how long it lasts. And those babies last for quite a while. I'm happy with what they hooked me up with. But yeah, so real quickly, I fell in love with the hobby, and I wanted to get another truck because these things are addicting. You really want a beautiful truck out there to play with too. So I ended up buying the TRX4 Blazer, and I that thing was amazing. I love the TRX4 a little bit over the Red Cat. I'm not gonna lie. The 2-speed transmission and the locking differentials really makes for a more alive experience. So I I do lean a little towards the Traxxas TRX4. I like that one, but the Red Cat is phenomenal for it's more dedicated, I guess, but it does the job just fine. They're both great, amazing vehicles. Uh, anyway, I wanted to learn more about the TRX4, and I had this urge to upgrade and customize and just learn more. I wanted to be able to fix anything if anything went wrong on my Traxxas, or at least some experience for the Red Cat too. So I wanted another truck yet, and I decided to buy the TRX4 chassis kit and decided to build one instead. And before I do the big reveal here, I'd just like to say that this kit is phenomenally easy, and the instructions are super detailed. So props to Traxxas. Uh, this is my first build ever. Didn't know much about them starting here, so I'm just gonna pan right over and let's take a look at my new Traxxas build. So, oh, losing focus. Oh, maybe we'll come back in focus. Oh, there we are. Sorry about that. But this is the new Traxxas kit that I built, and I guess real quick I'll kind of go over some of the custom parts or whatever that I tossed on here that didn't come with the kit. So this is the Rook metal front bumper for the Traxxas TRX4, and on that we got the, of course, the RC four-wheel drive mini Warn winch, and we got some action here in a little bit on the test run footage of that. But we also have on the back here is kind of funny. I just wanted to find a decent straight bumper that didn't have much to it. The original one that comes with it is a huge chunky mess that sticks out. So this is the SSD RC aluminum TRX4, and I think it fits the Axial SCX10 too, but this is actually a front bumper, but fits perfect on the back here. So that's what I did. And then same as what I put on the Blazer, I have the Axial 1.9 rims with the BF Goodrich crawler tires on there, also 1.9. I guess let's go into more detail. So try and pull you guys in here. So I ended up wiring, this is for the winch here, I ended up wiring that right into my Dean's connector, because that's how I run it with the adapter. So I ended up running it into the back of the Traxxas plug-in. So that's soldered right in there. Honestly, I did not do that myself. The hobby shop helped me solder that. And then speaking of the winch, that is velcroed straight to the top of my steering servo here. And then while I mentioned the steering servo, I actually decided to upgrade from the original one that comes with it, and I got the high torque servo. So honestly, I don't know much about these things. Losing focus again. But I have taken it out on a test run, and something about a stronger servo, I can really tell the difference. I can't really explain it though. Let's see, there's really not a whole lot on here different. I guess to fit the Jeep body, I should mention that I had to take a Dremel and cut the wheel wells here and kind of trim them so they hid behind the body, and bring each side in a little bit too to make it more narrow. And then also on the back body posts, might be kind of hard to tell, but I actually, to make them fit in the grooves of that Jeep roof, I actually kind of grinded each side down to help it sit up in that groove a little more. And then, of course, this is the Proline Jeep Rubicon body. And yeah, honestly, this whole thing was a little intimidating, not gonna lie. From building it to painting it, it was all pretty intimidating, but after every step, it was like, oh, that was pretty easy. So I would recommend this to anyone, man. Build your own crawler. It's super fun. Painting wasn't that bad either. I just used the what is that, Tamiya color, but what I did is I did the black first. Of course, we're painting from the inside for this. Did the black first for the wheel fenders, the grill, the hard top, and then we keep losing focus. But And then for the body, I did metallic green here. I guess you guys might want to know what number and stuff. That might help. So there's the black. And then did the silver base coat to kind of seal the other two colors up. And then help the metallic green shine. And then, of course, I figured out a way to get this wolf decal showing through. Wow, losing focus is really bad. Holy crap. But, yeah, I guess with nothing much else to do, real quick, I should mention the issues that I had with it while I was building. So, when I first got it all together, it did sound a little, something didn't sound quite right on it. So I ended up taking the transmission apart twice, and everything seemed fine. I don't know what it was. Maybe I did use a little too much grease as I put it together, but I figured a little too much is better than not enough. But I thought maybe it was making stuff stick a little bit and not turn as well or something. But after taking it apart twice, it ended up sounding fine. And then also on my first test run, the front differential wasn't locking. I noticed that, and that was really frustrating because it was my first test out on the trail. So I cut that short, but I guess I'll show you real quick. It ended up being, can we get decent lighting? It ended up being for one of these shift servos, this little cup that goes onto the cable actually just was not screwed onto the cable far enough, so it wasn't fully engaging. So I ended up fixing that within just a matter of minutes, and front diff is now locking. So super happy with my results. I guess with nothing else left to do or talk about, let's cut straight to some test footage out with the Blazer.